So you see the second spot on the grid where Naoto Matsukura began A-mains number 1 and 2 has been left open, which gives Mark Reinert a little extra advantage going into the first couple of laps. He's got a gap on Akio Tsubue. He does have to win. Reinert has to, well, if he finished, yeah, I mean, if Akio Tsubue beats Reinert, then he finishes second by default. If Reinert wins, then he would have a 1 and a 2, and actually he would finish second overall. So it's going to be interesting here. It's going to be down to Reinert and Tsubue for second on the podium. And Hideo Kitazawa, if he won, he'd have a 1 and a 3. It would depend on where Tsubue and Reinert finish. So we're off here with A-main number 3, and Reinert getting a good start, but Tsubue making up that little bit of a gap with Kitazawa right behind him. Mark Reinert, Akio Tsubue, Hideo Kitazawa, Kevin Hebert, and Toto Ibikoro fifth after lap number 1. Tsubue all over Reinert, driving Reinert's old car, the CRC XTI WC, that Reinert drove to the title. Reinert all sorts out of shape in turn 2, scrubbed a lot of speed, and Tsubue drove right to the inside as they headed into the keyhole section. And now Tsubue in the yellow and blue smacks into the flapper, stacks up Reinert, and Hideo Kitazawa from third drives to the lead. Reinert got the worst end of that one. He came out of that mess in fifth. And Tsubue running second, Hebert third, Levin in fourth. So this would actually put Hideo Kitazawa second overall if he finished this way. Akio Tsubue would finish third, and Mark Reinert would be off the podium. So we'll have to see how far Reinert can climb. He's back up to the fourth spot with Kevin Hebert right ahead of him in third. Reinert trying to get back into the top 3 here in this race. Hideo Kitazawa with Akio Tsubue within 0.4 of a second at the finish line. Kitazawa very fast through the keyhole section. The Futaba radio designer and two-time third place finisher here, looking for another podium finish at the 112 scale World Championships. Akio Tsubue wants to win A-main number 3 and finish second overall. Kevin Hebert would finish fifth if he finishes up here in third to go with his 4th place finish from A-main number 1. So Kevin Hebert certainly trying to hang on and keep Mark Reinert behind him. Akio Tsubue starting to inch closer to Hideo Kitazawa within 0.2 of a second at the finish line last time by. Great battle up front, and we're just 2 minutes into this 8-minute long main event. Kitazawa playing defense as Tsubue looked to the inside coming onto the straightaway but didn't have enough room. Tsubue trying to set up a pass going through the keyhole section, but no room there either. Kitazawa touches the flapper going into the dragon section. Tsubue went around the outside and Kitazawa had nowhere to go. And it's Tsubue that gets the worst end of that one. Hebert to second, Reinert to third, Masatsugu Ito fourth, and Akio Tsubue fifth. As 5 cars freight train down the back straightaway. Kitazawa with 0.3 of a second as Hebert blocks Reinert, and Reinert drops behind Masatsugu Ito into the 4th position. So Kitazawa, Hebert, Ito, Reinert, and Akio Tsubue not out of this one. Hebert gets out of shape into the keyhole corner, and Ito goes to the 2nd spot with Akio Tsubue 3rd. Mark Reinert 4th. Everything happened so fast here in 12 scale racing. Hideo Kitazawa with almost a full second lead on 2nd and 3rd. Tsubue looking to the inside. Oh man, Tsubue. Actually, I think that was Ito that got bumped out to the outside wall by Akio Tsubue. Mark Reinert moving up to 3rd. We'll have to see if the referees say anything about that one. Some contact going into the dragon section. Now Akio Tsubue and Mark Reinert. The drivers battling for 2nd and 3rd overall, though if Hideo Kitazawa finishes this way, he would still finish 2nd. Akio Tsubue would be 3rd, and Mark Reinert would be off the podium, so Reinert has to pick up another spot. Tsubue all over Kitazawa, looking to the inside twice in the front switchback section. Trying to dive to the inside, Kitazawa doing everything he can to keep him behind him, and Reinert starting to close up on the top 2. We're approaching the halfway mark. 4 down, 4 to go. Tsubue almost left the door open for Reinert to make a pass. Kitazawa has been rock solid under pressure all race long. Tsubue looked to the inside again in turn 2, again in the keyhole section, again in the bottom right corner. And Kitazawa, defense. defense. This is like a hockey game for Hideo Kitazawa. Akio Sabue on full attack mode. Reiner just sitting back waiting for the top two to get together. It's been incredibly close and incredibly clean. Here with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Sabue out of shape in turn two. Trying to get a drive into the keyhole corner. Gets out of shape in the bottom right turn. And Mark Reinard now into the second spot. So this would put Reinard on the podium. Mark Reinard wants to win here in A-Main number 2 and exit the 12 scale program on a high note after watching his 12 scale world championship walk away in the hands of now 4-time champion Naoto Matsukura. And Hideo Kitazawa, rock solid all race long, just less than 3 minutes away from winning A-Main number 3. Reiner gets the inside on the back straightaway and makes an excellent pass for the lead. Now Akio Sabue trying to force his way by Kitazawa. Look to the inside again. Sabue has not been able to get around Kitazawa, and that could allow Reiner to get away. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. Reiner already with a half a second gap. Kitazawa keeping Sabue behind him. Sabue looks to the inside again through the center loop. Through the dragon section. And a terrific move going on to the back straightaway. Mark Reiner saw the first opening available and pounced immediately. 2:20 left to go. The top three still within 0.6 of a second. Kitazawa a little bit of a gap now on Sabue and a 0.5 of a second advantage for Mark Reiner. Kitazawa, Sabue gets the inside but then blows the corner into the center loop. And Kitazawa back to the second spot. Meanwhile, Mark Reiner starting to pull a gap. 2 minutes left to go here in the final race of the 112 scale world championship. Mark Reiner a 1.1 second lead. The biggest gap anyone's had so far in this A-Main number 3. Kitazawa second, Sabue third, Lebanon fourth, and Hébert fifth. So the team associated teammates battling for a top 5 finish right now. Yuho Lebanon would finish up 5th. So Naoto Matsukura wrapping up the world championship. If Mark Reiner can win this A-Main number 3, he would finish 2nd overall. And Akio Sabue trying to force his way by Hideo Kitazawa would finish 3rd if the race finished up in this order. But Sabue wants a chance at Reiner with 1:20 left to go. Sabue to the inside in turn number 2. And he hits the pipe going through the keyhole corner. He's going to drop out of the top 5. He gets mixed up with Kevin Hébert. And Hébert's going to take the position. So now it's Yuho Lebanon up to 3rd and Mark Reiner with a big lead. 1 second over Hideo Kitazawa. Another 1.3 seconds back to Yuho Lebanon in 3rd. 1 minute left to go here in A-Main number 3 in the 112 scale world championship here in China. Here's a 3-way battle for the 2nd spot. Kitazawa, Yuho Lebanon, Toto Ibikoro from 8th on the grid. Through the front switchback section, less than a minute to go. Kitazawa, Lebanon, Ibikoro. Ibikoro with a mistake. Lebanon to 3rd. Masatsugu Ito to 4th. Toto Ibikoro slips to 5th. 35 seconds left. Ito with a mistake. He drops back. Toto Ibikoro to 4th. And Hideo Kitazawa with some breathing room. It's a 3-way battle for 3rd with 30 seconds left to go. Yuho Lebanon with Masatsugu Ito in 4th. Toto Ibikoro 5th. 20 seconds left to go through the dragon. Ito goes wide. Toto Ibikoro into the 4th spot. Now it's a battle for 3rd. Ibikoro and Ito. Akio Sabue has lost ground with this battle. 4 seconds left to go. I don't know that they're going to make it by the finish line. Go! And they make it. Last lap battle for the 3rd spot. Ibikoro blocks him through the keyhole corner. Masatsugu Ito trying to get by him. He stuffs the flapper heading into the dragon, and he's going to lose the spot. It's going to be Mark Reiner taking the win. Hideo Kitazawa 2nd. Toto Ibikoro 3rd. Masatsugu Ito 4th. Akio Sabue 5th. Yuho Lebanon 6th. Kevin Hébert 7th. And JJ Wong 8th. Toshioka off the track, and I'm heading up onto the driver's stand. Up on the driver's stand here, I got the top two finishers from main number 3, and now former world champion Mark Reinhardt. An easy wire-to-wire victory here in main number 3, ending the week on a high note.
Yeah, not easy. I think I just drove really bad today. The car was not as good as it was in qualifying, but yeah, I just didn't try well. Crashed when I was leading and went back to 5th, so I had to make my way back. But yeah, luckily I finished 2nd overall. Now it's still a good result, TQ and vice champion, and still a little bit disappointing with my driving today.
It seemed like here in main number 3, you did have to fight your way back out there, but after that, there was a whole lot of action going on behind you. Did you have any idea what was going on back there, or are you just focusing on finishing up the 8-minute run?
Yeah, first I need to make my way up front. So after that, Hideo was still behind me close and Akio, and then I could see they have a battle, so I could just get somewhat tense away from them. And yeah, after more crash happened from them, I knew just keep on the track, win this run, and be 2nd overall.
And now we head into the international scale touring car portion. Whereas you and Naoto were rivals here in the 12 scale class, your teammates for touring cars. So it's got to be interesting going to work with him on trying to win another world championship once we get outdoors.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we are still friends. Like, we also make fun all the time here, even if we're not in the same team. But yeah, it's gonna be nice to see like all us 3 of us, like Akio, Naoto, and myself, being in the same team for touring car, which is pretty good. And we try all we can to be to maybe make the same as here, but it's also going to be a long way.
Thank you so much, Mark.
Thank you.
And Hideo Kitazawa, 3rd on the podium 2 years ago. An excellent finish here in main number 3 in a very crazy race.
Yes, this race very tough. So.
Is it a lot of fun racing that closely with other drivers?
Yeah.
Would you rather it like that than just cruising around by yourself?
Yeah, but I do my best. So.
Are you happy with the result?
Already be happy.
And I think you finished maybe 4th overall?
Yes, maybe.
So you finished 3rd twice, I believe you said, 2 years ago, and now 4th overall. How many times have you made the finals at the 12 scale world championships?
Oh, over 10 times.
Wow. I had no idea. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And then Toto Ibikoro finishing up 3rd here in main number 3. Excellent race. Congratulations.
Thank you. So no English.
Was that a fun race?
Very so me mistake. UFO and UFO very fast.
Congratulations on the 3rd place finish.
Yes, thank you.
Those are the top 3 finishers here in main number 3. An incredible 12 scale world championship. So we're going to head back to the Live RC broadcast studio for a quick wrap up. And then a couple days from now, we're going to go racing with international scale touring cars outside.